Hello and welcome back to our weekly live with new and unique concepts.
You remember?
Let's call it this way to make sure everybody knows what new means. Vishal, great that you are back. And I see you have a different setup. So
Yep.
let's dive deep in. Do you want to explain us a little bit about the model you have behind you?
Yeah, this is a project we finished as I was explaining to you before. I'm doing a master's at the University of Manchester doing adaptive reuse. So this is one of the model we recently made for it. Yeah. So it's a conversion of an existing building which is sadly getting demolished, but we made an assignment to preserve that building and extend it and use it for a completely different purpose, which is what we do in a daily routine as well, which is great.
It sounds exactly what we discussed last week, what you would love to do even more.
Yes,
To
yes.
focus on this project. And it looks amazing. Do you want to rotate it a bit that we can see all sides or?
Yeah, why not? So this is the north entrance, what we designed things in here. And I can rotate the whole bit.
Looks amazing.
Yeah. So building extends maybe another 50 meters on this direction here, but this is a sectional model which we made.
Mhm.
So it stops. Yeah,
Very cool. Thank you.
that's how it is.
I love the
Very good.
fact as well that you did not stop learning and that you are still continuing learning new things and getting new
Absolutely.
degrees.
Every day is a learning day.
Amazing. I love that because then you are, up to date with everything, and you are not doing the extensions from 50 years ago because you
No,
learned
we
it one day. So you are having every day new influence, new ideas, and this is obviously what your clients benefit as well from it. Thank you so much for sharing this. It's amazing. It's
Yeah.
amazing surprise
If
today.
I just add in that is I spoke to my friend and who's a tutor at the university, and he was asking me how's the course helping you, and I've given an example that recently in one of his lecture he was explaining the importance of printing out a drawing and doing some sketches on top. Okay, which due to the technology and the 3D softwares and the CAD and everything else, sometimes we get bogged down into just doing the design on CAD. Then I thought, and I got stuck on a design at that time, and I was like, let me try that. So I printed it out and did some sketches on top of and things like that. I was like, yep, and that resolved within half an hour, which I was struggling in my head on the computer designing it for maybe 2 or 3 days, which was not helping. But with that, so I've explained him. I said, "Look, thank you for teaching me," which we knew already, but we stopped using it. But reiterating that and using it, so he was very happy that I was able to do that. So
Thank you for sharing. It's
yeah,
amazing. What is like? Maybe we start like always. I love this routine that we have. Like, what client situations experience you had the last weeks or the last week, or
yeah,
we can share here that you might think help others. They're in the same thinking procedure, or they maybe don't know you yet, how you think, how you work, what your values are.
yeah,
So, is there anything special that you want to highlight?
yeah. I can possibly share two. One didn't ended up good, and one ended up very nice. So let's start with the one which did not. So this person, I went visited their site last year, and they want a two-story side extension, single-story extension, loft conversion, detached building. There's quite a lot going on that site. Yeah. So I gave them my fees and stuff. Okay, and then never heard anything back from them. And I've met them about a month ago, and in a crowded place. And he took me to one side and he says, Vishal, do you remember you came to my house? I'm like, yeah, I remember, I gave you the code. He says, we actually got somebody else to do the drawings. So I'm like, great. He says, but I'm struggling to understand what he's drawn. What does that mean? He said he's done it, but I don't know the size of the rooms. Something is not right there. So I said, okay, let me go and have a look. So I downloaded their application and look at the drawings. I'm like, these drawings look like it doesn't look like an architectural drawing. So then I looked who actually did these drawings, and it's an engineering company. And I'm like, you hired an engineer to do the architectural design. I said the room size is not right, the bathroom size is not right, the window positioning, it just everything is on a wrong place. Not a wrong place, but it's not aesthetically thought of and things. So I gone back to him and I said, look, I'm honored. I'm able to honor the same price which I've quoted you last year. Scope of the work still the same because we have to start from scratch. What you got the planning permission for, okay, is buildable, but it's not habitable. Yeah, your kitchen is on the completely far opposite of the house. Dining hall is right in the middle with a 2 foot wide window. I'm like, you're not going to get natural light there. Yeah, go to the WC, you have to go through the utility, and I'm like, it doesn't flow. So he said, oh,
Yeah.
how do we start again? I said, look, and explain him the whole process again. And 2 days later, I've got a message from him saying, I found somebody to do the same thing for 500 quid. And I heard a phrase called buy cheap, buy twice. But this time it's buy cheap, buy thrice. And I was like, oh my God, he didn't learn that. So I sent him a message and saying, look, I'm able to help you if you really want to. And it comes with a cost of this. But if you
Obviously.
want to have with somebody else, then by all means. And I really feel for him. It's a massive, massive project for him. Okay.
Yeah.
The total construction value will be greater than 150 plus. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're spending your life saving in it. Yeah. Why are you comparing a fraction of cost? I don't know. But you can only
That's
educate
true.
people. So
But on the other hand, like some people, and I know it from other areas in my life, but you always get the things on a silver platter in front of you until you learn how to treat them correctly. So
yeah.
some things have to be painful until you learn. So this way, it's just expensive and hopefully not so painful. So hopefully he's not like in the middle of the building
Yeah.
and figuring out, I
Yeah.
shouldn't have done
So
this.
I really hope that you don't need to come back to me later on with the problem, because if there's a problem, it will be a big problem. Because
I can imagine.
I've seen those drawings. I'm like, they're good engineering drawings,
Yeah.
okay, but architecturally they're not doing the justice what the client explained me that what he wants to do. Yeah, so he's got
What
a
I
wife, two younger kids, and one child who's in university and things in and out. So the living style is very, very different in how it needs to be designed.
what I'm wondering, because you said as well, the sizes are not right, the rooms are not right. Like, as an engineer, you learn to handle numbers and measurements as well, obviously. So why? Like, I don't know, or I don't understand why the sizes of the rooms are not correct and why the measurements are obviously not correct when an engineer did the drawings. What is the difference? Like, maybe you can, because I'm really struggling to believe that an engineer is not able to make a drawing that fits the sizes of
What
the
I
house.
meant, yeah, what I meant with that, I meant by the proportion of the size of the room. Okay,
But even
if
that, it's like
yeah, because
mathematics.
he's not thought of a design point of view.
Okay.
Okay, if you ask me to design a steel for a wall we're knocking down, I'm not good at that. I can give you an
Okay.
approximate idea what that would be, but I'm not an engineer. I'm not a qualified person to give you that advice.
Mm.
Yeah. So he's qualified to give the engineering advice. He's not qualified to do the design part of it. That's where the lack is. He knows how to do it, okay, but doesn't mean he's got expertise to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So same, I can design a piece of steel and give it to a builder to do it, but my insurance will not cover that. Okay. And if it falls down, it's all come down to me. In that case, if I just give an example, as I was saying, on the first floor, it's got a massive bedroom and it's got an ensuite in there, but ensuite is going through another room. I'm like, why you want to go to the ensuite within a different room. Why is it not opening? It's not on the right place, and the layout has not been drawn. That ensuite is 1.5 meter by 1.5 meter. What are you going to put in there? Yeah, so things are just not being designed properly on that. So
Okay.
it can be much better. Okay, it can be designed properly, but yeah.
Yeah,
So
I'm
that's
really struggling to believe that that engineers can do it, because like it seems to be, well, as well, maybe as well because I'm from Germany and I know that I understand that architects are doing a different drawing, but at the end, the engineers work with the drawings from the architect, so both basically known both fields.
yeah.
Struggling uh, to believe that an engineer is not able to do these drawings, but I understand that he shouldn't do it because it's not basically his field of expertise. But I would expect as well that he is able or she's able to do the proportion of the room correctly because
Yeah.
it's all mathematics. It's all like basically you take a ruler and you have, it's all numbers. It's not it's not like language grammar. You can think in this way or this way. There's no gray. It's like black and white. It's numbers. So but thanks for explaining. It's not on your end, obviously. I'm just like trying and I'm thinking like I believe that a lot of clients thinks the same way, because they think, okay, an engineer is cheaper and actually he should understand, how to make the drawings, because it's not that much a difference. But obviously the vision of this property and what you can do with it, and maybe as well the light, it's like architects have a different vision and imagination, like how it can look like. And like I could compare it with a hairdresser. So if a hairdresser explains me how he cuts my hair and how it looks like, I'm always impressed when I sit there and they cut the hair. I feel like that this makes a good haircut afterwards and it looks nice. I would never imagine this, because like the where they cut the things, I thought, oh my goodness, like I don't have any imagination how it could look like. I don't have this view, and architects have another view as well, if it makes sense what I'm saying.
Yeah. Sorry, I can't comment on that, but yeah, I understand.
I know. Obviously, you don't have this this experience with hairdressers the same way I have, but but it's like I'm always impressed really when I go to hairdressers that they know what they are doing and it looks always great afterwards. It's a gift for me. For me, it's like I can't imagine myself understanding any time how this works with the hair. But anyway, thank goodness I'm not a hairdresser. Well, but we have another story as well, and you said
other one, which ended up in the right side. This actually referral came from a builder. So a client approached a builder, just wanted to knock a wall down in the house, just wanted a bit of extra space. Then the builder approached the engineer to do the design for the wall. When the engineer went in there and had a look, and he said, look, what you're asking me to do is okay. I can design it for you. And he did design a piece of steel, but he needed to take the wall out. But one thing he told the client, saying, look, you should be speaking to somebody, a designer, to actually design it properly for you. The kind of questions you're asking me, professionally, I'm not able to answer all of those things. You need somebody to design this space for you. So the engineer gave me this project or put me in touch with the client. I went and had a look. And when I listened to the whole story, what he's looking to do in the house and things like that, I'm like, you actually gone with a completely different circle. You should come to the designer first, then the engineer, and then the builder. But honestly, I just feel great that, I'm in a position that I'll be able to help him. So I went towards the end of last week. I took the measurements of the house now. So we're in a design process now. We're going to get a couple of consultation with the client. And I know what we need to design. It will be all consulted with the client to understand. But what he's going to end up is going to be very, very different what he initially thought of. So I'm glad that he came. He just didn't go to the builder and say, let's knock this wall down and do it. People do that. Okay. But what he needs is a very, very specific advice and design So
Interesting pattern. I just want to highlight this for maybe the few they didn't saw the pattern here. In both stories you shared, it was after the client went to the engineer before they came to a designer, they came to you in the end anyway. Because
yes,
so the learning is for everybody who wants to get an extension in their house or make some changes in their house, the engineer is obviously not the first person they should talk to.
yeah,
Because they will end up with you anyway as a designer. And yeah, what I really liked as well, that you said, like they, you are really well aware of it, that they are spending their life spendings with you and invest their life spendings with you, and this is a huge responsibility.
it is. It is. Look, I think it was give an example is there are few decisions you make in life as quite big decisions. You know, getting married to someone, you date, you understand them, this, that, you go through the whole process and then you marry them. Yeah. Buying a house, you look at the location where you want to live in the area, your work situation, your mortgage, what you can do. A lot of decision goes into it. Yeah. Then you purchase a property, you live in it. Then you have a family, your family start growing. Yeah. Then you know how many kids you're going to have, this, that. Those changes happens. And then at a point you decide to renovate your house or extend the house or remodel the house to suit how you want to live in that. And once you do this work, you're going to be living in that property for another 15, 20 years plus or whatever. Yeah. And at that point, you are spending your life saving on that project to something where you're going to be living for the rest of your life. Yeah. So understand, it's a great responsibility on us, okay, to understand what the client is looking for, giving them all the options that how they think they're going to be living today, what's going to happen in next 10 years down the line when the kids moves out, if they are in their late 50s, what's going to happen, 15 years down the line. Yeah. We tell all of these questions, or we ask all these questions to the client to understand exactly what's going to be happening to the house in the near future or in the longer terms. So we have a great responsibility to design something for them which can last long. Yeah. So I feel why you want to do it wrong. So
It's amazing that you have this mindset, and hopefully there are some shifts in the mindset as well for the people out there. They are trying to cut the costs from the beginning, because when you think about it, like you feel more responsible for your clients' life savings that your clients sometimes are. If they're running the other circle around, they, they actually should ending up spending more for the same thing, instead of doing it correctly from the first, with the first step, having the right consultant. So
absolutely.
in this project, like as well, when it comes to homes, and you learn so much as well when you go this way, because imagine, like, you would not stay this years you're planning to stay in this, like you want to be prepared for the move as well, like what you're looking for the next one. So it's not that you are investing in this for this house, but to learn how you would, how you would live in another property as well with the family, because obviously our life is not static, it's dynamic and it's changing all the time. And I love the fact that you take this all into consideration in order to make the best choice and the best possible way for your clients, not only in your area but as well financially, and getting all the things in place that's needed for them in order to have the best results at the end. This
Yeah.
is really, it's not often out there, and yeah, I
Yeah.
hope people really see the difference.
Yes. Absolutely. They should. I think that's what we're looking to do, to educate people that what is the importance of, having a professional on board to help you with that journey. Go. Your life saving is a very high risk of cutting something which you don't want and you not understand. Yeah,
Yeah,
then you go like, what is done now? Yeah, because after that, the divorce can be very, very messy.
That's true, and like it's not only like in all areas. When you invest a huge amount of money, you should be willing to learn about this topic. It's not only you pay somebody and you let them do. Like it's your responsibility to understand what's happening there and to be willing to learn and go deeper. So I love the fact that you know take your clients with you and educate them as well. That it's basically investing in their knowledge as well, not only in their property but in their knowledge and getting educated. So it's a different situations as well. The for entrepreneurs, it's a day-to-day thing. We all invest in different areas in our companies, and we have to learn it because this is basically what life is about, like day-to-day learning. And this is we started already with this when you showed us this model, and it's amazing that it was a silver lining today. I love that.
Thank you. Thank
I
you.
love that. Amazing. I just see that we are already 20 minutes in, and before we end, one question to you. I have an announcement to make as well, but one question to you. Is there anything we missed today that you want to share today and can't wait until next week?
Oh, you're putting me on a spot.
Always,
One thing I would
always.
like to. Oh my God. Oh dear, you have put me on the spot. I'm just thinking.
No, it's okay. When you have nothing in your mind, all good. But it could be that you had something in mind, and because I was talking so much today, that you said,
Yeah.
I want to talk, but I want to say this.
Yeah. Okay. When you look to do any work in your house and thing, you always think it's not like just a 1 week and you decided you want to do something. Things are bubbling in your head for a very long time. Because you know what's going to happen. Oh, yes, I'm going to search it next week. Then I'm going to find out who to speak to and this, that. Okay. Get a pen and a paper and see where are the problems in your house. Yeah. When I say the problems, don't list out where the leak is, where the paint is coming off and things like that. Okay. Understanding is when all the families around you, what are you struggling? Or you struggling in the flow? Are you working from home? You struggling? The kids are on a half term. You working on the dining table. Kids are making noise. Okay, and when the wife is cooking, the kids are playing on the other side. Or when you're asking friends to come over, there's not enough space around. The kitchen is getting crowded. Start listing those things out on a piece of paper, because when we come on board, or anybody should come on board, when they ask you these questions, you should be aware of what the problems are. Okay, so some clients already have that questions ready for me. They go like, oh yeah, these are the problems. But most of them I see, they don't have an answer, or sorry, they don't have any problem. They go like, we want to extend because we need more space. What are you actually struggling with? We don't know yet. Yeah, so when I ask them the question, they do answer it back and go like, oh yeah, this is the problem, this is the problem. But if you are in the journey, in a very early journey where you're not ready to speak to somebody, just try to list out those questions. Okay, so when you're speaking to somebody professional, you know where the problems are. So
Yeah, more awareness in the day-to-day life, basically,
yes,
to highlight that. Yeah, it's good. The reminder is good because obviously, in when we are living day to day, we realize it short term and then we put it away because we are functioning more than we are living aware. So it's a really good reminder. I will definitely do that because I have some ideas already. So
yeah. So I love putting things in an analogy. So when you go to a doctor, you just don't go and say, I have a pain. You tell where the pain is, what sort of a pain is. You already have these things, huh? I know the
yeah,
doctor will do their due diligence to ask you all of the deeper questions. Okay. But if you go to the doctor, say, look, it's been a week, I'm having a pain, it's in my shoulder, it's very achy, it
yeah,
hurts me more when I do X, Y, and Z.
yeah.
So
Be
doctor, after
prepared.
that, you can narrow it down. But just don't go there and say, I have a pain. And then ask, doctor say, where? And then you
Yeah,
start.
yeah.
So,
That's a really good point. Be prepared, basically, and
Yeah.
it's amazing. So basically, I have another announcement that just came up because, like, guys, if you want to meet Vishal as well and maybe talk to him as a property owner, I know that next Tuesday you are in Knutsford in the evening for a property networking where all property owners are invited as well. So
Yeah.
if you want to know more about this, please comment and we are happy to share the details. And we finally launched our YouTube page. So you will see Vishal even more in more videos now on YouTube, and it's still and it will be continuing that you will see more of Vishal's work and thoughts and day-to-day life as in his business, and making homeowners happy to live in their houses, hopefully for a very long time, that they have the houses. And so stay tuned with this. We announce the page soon, and it's all like it's already done. It's created, and stay tuned about what's coming there.
Brilliant. Thank you.
Amazing. Perfect. Then I would say we see us next week. Thank you so much for all the insights. Can't wait what's happening this week that we can share next week.
Yeah. Will do.
Okay. Talk to you soon.
All right. Bye.
Bye.